Yes, sorry, I'm on my end now. The difference between your platform we and any other platform, I work Ghana. Any difference in say the research we do before we come on air, no, a difficult, a tough. Masa, a juma a year answering about online every day, and that's my bet now 3-4 hours. No, 99% of media houses in Ghana they cannot do it. My production team, a juma we year in a day. Let me tell you, as I'm working right now, they are planning tomorrow's production. It is not a joke. And you know one thing, I'm planning tomorrow's production. They are still watching me and basically producing this show live. If I ask for any document, it will come through. And that is the kind of journalism, any media, it is not easy to break. Now, I'm mentioning Bibi yeah, sorry, ne. And it is obvious. A month for bebre kasa social media so na me light bill kosro and I'm 1,000 2 days na say and I'm 500 2 days na say and today the obvious is out. So many Ghanaians are complaining. That's fine. And I'm one person I like it when government at the end of the day accept to say there is an issue going on and that something needs to be done about it. Adia me tiny abaya Omunim se bibi koso na o deny se bibi ni nkoso. That is what I hate, and that is the hallmark of muna fiki Mahmoud Bawumia na yiri beifo Samira no. That is the hallmark of the NPP. That is what NPP is good at. Omukatro Ghana say nyoma nkoye dollar do 17 ya GDP ya BBS say almost no problem you okay adia na me time wo NPP kwasiafo we hono. But there's one thing about this government I like. When there's a problem, they will come out and confront the problem. But you see, there's a difference between a government that complains and a government that is always proactive. Now, Hadia, Energy Minister John Jinapo has assured consumers that faulty meters will be replaced and overpayments compensated. ECG has assured consumers that faulty meters will be replaced and overpayments compensated. ECG has 7 days to report on rapid prepaid credit depletion. He made the remarks during the commissioning of MBH Power Ghana's new energy meters manufacturing unit in Tema. And the Energy Minister John Jinapo a granting interview abra omuko be another power plant a company for MBH Power Ghana new meter manufacturing unit you see your company be all Ghana ebe manufacture meters Ghana omni ECG bedi in sawoso but minister ne ko ho no nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ ɛkɔ hɔ ɛkɔbusa minister say minister na you see ankofo bebre ugo social media omo to kanea endi na nsa endu na num endu na wɔtwe na kanea na hye na omo ni say bibi koso a ɛwɔ sɛ sebio utu wanamon na minister ekasa efa ho momien kotie minister na nkasa nenum asɛm.
Once we conduct the investigation, assuming some meters are faulty, we have to replace them immediately because you must put the right meter, and if it turns out that people have overpaid, we have to find a way of compensating them. But like I said, it's just too early. Let us conduct the investigation. Fortunately, we have a very good working relationship with the PURC. So the PURC, the Energy Commission, the Ministry, and all the agencies under me are working together. We'll make sure that we get to the bottom of this matter and resolve it in a fair and impartial manner. Thank you. Once we...
Straightforward. Minister said, in some way, ekoso Ghana, sebio nipa bebrebe o me Ghana fo a dodo to abama NDC eba power no omo complaining about omo kania ho nsem omo koto kania omo so kania no omo using that back 1 day 2 days 3 days na kania no asa minister say omo to artist asem no na manfo bebre no complaining about meters ewo mu fie o say omo bia hwehwemu a omo yes an hwehwedi mu wama ECG for 7 days pe say omo hwehwe nsem no na after 7 days no omo mbra ma kire ma de kodie ntia nipa bebre complaining say omo to den prepaid endi na wotwe na watwe baako ana enda mienu miensa prepaid na mbre bi omoto a na sebio eche kakra ntesi ade oto ya hwem nti o se eba saa na hwehwemu ni ba no mu se sebio enye ade a sebio na eye boapayo ana eye deliberate every ECG ana eye de aban no ha se e wo se aban no kura epata nipa bi e wo musika bi o mahwere a aban no ebe make sure say sika bi o so mo de pata na o mepata. Now the question is on se asem sia Debian yebusa say asem no ayana yenhwe ne bobre. Let's basically look at the issue and analyze where it might, and I say where it actually started from. I'm not going to sit here and blame anybody, but I'm going to sit here and be factual about what is happening today, because today's happenings might be the actions or inactions of some people in the past. When people in government today come out and say they are trying everything possible to solve the problem, now NPP omoko opposition less than a year. Ejina touchline, ejina parliament, ATM, yedede, catch Ghana for say yenyina ye Jimmy. Na abano ena sebio obu Ghana for, then it makes you start to ask yourself, say, problem we crampono if we sit to analyze her. Problem no every. Now let me show you something. Team, stay with me. Now, this is September 2nd, 2024. We are Dubik Mahama na on ye ECG boss and the Kufuado ne Bawumia. Okache say ECG to replace 250,000 meters in Accra and Eastern region. Now, what actually caused that? Ediana Emma 2024, NPP are buying a decided say or be replacing about almost 250,000 meters. That was close to elections. September, October, November. Now I bear 3 to 4 months. What was the cause of that? At a point, Dubik Mahama na oye ECG boss under MPP or say new smart meters are not cheating you but reflecting your lifestyle in terms of power consumption. Under MPP nkwasiafo ya ndomujina parliament edidi atem eka se Ghana for Jimmy na NDC for buye no under their leadership tama no more power na Ghana for ka se dabi mita na ewo ho sisi ano mita no ewie sika dodo mita no run fast dodo. Dubik Mahama na oye ECG boss under Bawumia ne Kufuado. Okachire say yesu ene ye ban ene ema ye kanea no sebio ye to meter ye to light gu ye meter so ane ye meter no ye kanea no eshi. This is on record. Date show ena me bochire no the same September eno kan the same asem way. Yebusa ECG for and Kufuado and Afenyo Markin and the MPP say 2024 yeto a mumita fufuru amudi abei yenkania ni yeto penashum yeto anashum adenti na yeto anashum Dubik Mahama na oye ECG boss and the Kufuado Bawumia ka kire say new smart meters or see meters fufuru na omudi abano around September October during election time no or say new smart meters are not cheating you but reflecting your lifestyle in terms of power consumption. MPP for catch say yesuba ni ye ne any lifestyle bia na say ya fa to ye ho so ene na ema ye to kanea na kanea no aiden ahye na post kan kwasem now Dubik Mahama so kan enie mamembo na tie se ne be ya ye kasa wa ha obegu say MPP for ye nkwasiafo
off basis points were not there, decimal points that they were off were not that much. Again, before I even explain, with the new meters that we have, they are off by 0.05. It's very, very accurate. So maybe you might get away with just charging a phone, but every single thing you consume in your house is going to read it. We should be talking about energy conservation rather now than ever, because that's the only way that you pay less. Because what is actually happening now is that with these new smart meters, every single thing you are doing is showing very well as to your true lifestyle and your true consumption. And then on the other side, tariffs have also increased. So it's not that ECG intentionally has put a meter out there to try to fleece its customers. Off basis points.
Moti asma Dubik Mahama kan under MPP okachira mo say our lifestyle no new meters no mu complain say ewi musika no mo light ne koso no say mo lifestyle mo life bi ende mu lead Ghana under MPP ende these same foolish people are sitting in parliament telling Ghana for say, oh, meter no every kanya dodo na NDC for na cause problem no. Ye busa omo time no. Omo ka kire say ye suban ye pray my life no. Ye sora na akoto fridge, ye sora na akoto blender, ye sora na akoto heater, ye sora na akoto kettle. Omo ka kire say your lifestyle and ama new meters no air consuming. Remember, this guy Afenyo Markin na oye that time no na oni na ye den na oni na ye board chair of ECG. Afenyo Markin ojina parliament na opose abuo bi no and ojina waka say aban no people are complaining MPP for the more Ghana for the bi omo the more politics omo say mo bi mo agimi time Dubik Mahama ka kire say your lifestyle and ama ye den ye prepaid ne to meter na e light na asano na Afenyo Markin on na ye board chair of ECG. Did he talk? No. Did he complain? No. Did he come to tell us say it was the fault of their government? No. They sat back and they never listened to anybody. Now, Busaun say, why say close to election, a government will change over 300,000 meters? The question here is, what is causing this? Do you know what is causing this problem? There are two things here. The first one, this is the first thing. The first thing is that IMF deal no more almost electricity tariff hikes, tax reforms, key condition in securing program. NPP for IMF no nyoma mienu enom de call here. IMF ka say somebody nyoma mienu we good table no so there. Sa IMF 3 billion e de bema mo. One na electricity I will say tum bosomi miensa bia. NPP for echo IMF no. Ade am ko good table so e ma IMF for eje sa IMF program ni tum no eni. We April 2023. Ofurata beka kire say nyoma mienu a eye tintiman a IMF for ehwe so e de sa loan na maye no another sa IMF sika na maye no eye nyoma mienu eye den ye tax reform any den ye electricity bill a ye betum bosom miensa bia. We are still in the IMF program. I am praying, say, Aban way by the time we exit this program completely, no, we will see light bills, no, eba from kakra. I know it is not going to be easy, but see, in some way, now it should be a problem. We are asking the MPP, say, during your time, we are asking Afenyo Markin, you were the board chair of ECG. You people told us, you admitted that the prepaid meters were taking a lot of light and money. Now, why are you today telling us to say, after you went to IMF and just gave them our electricity? Because right now, no, baby, no, I was said they be making sure say it is not the fault of the government. In fact, so calculate air cost to a buy way is trying everything possible to subsidize light, no, and one sense some. It is an common bar. I am momentus in young quake kakra. Near Musa was a day bedruha. Aya den na ban bi de aya den ye electricity echo share aya den IMF onsa say 3 months bia o see atum. Now aya den na ban no at a point ed requesting over 300,000 meters begu system nim. Meter we use, meter we use. You don't know. Some meters na NPP de buy no meter we meter crawl. Me pese obi beka chem se NDC buy no oma procure meter 100 billion and oma spread the meter around the nation. Majority of the places are complaining about a lightweight and your meters no. I am sure say those places are MPP for eco spreaders are meters over 300,000 Ghana edmas anko for no. And those meters no be no na you be contractor or they ba abeji sika before elections end. And we need to take a step back, investigate those meters, and look at the quality of meters. MPP for the latter part of MPP free power. No, where did they get all those meters from? Who were the suppliers? Afenyo Markin was the board chair. Near Tiha, and forensic audit. Ebeche say, Dubik Mahama, Afenyo Markin as the board chair. They duped Ghana billions of cedis. Today, we are all facing the consequences. But if we are going to be realistic, let's take a step back and ask ourselves, say, 200 to 300,000 meters nearby, and he normal cost supply, why a GB? Are you one of the beneficiaries? Are you using some of the new meters? Some meters normally by a new bin are using, or you are using the old ones? Because at a point, 2 to 3 months to elections, they brought in over 300,000 meters. And year one, we are talking about IMF program where, yes, Shema, we are supposed to release money every 3 months to make sure IMF can So there are so many ways, branches in the and that does not mean say I am going to say ma abane enya bibi. This government was brought in to do what? To come and solve problems. And the minister say they have to look at it critically. Investigations needs to be open for us to get to the bottom of this matter, because it cannot be say suddenly meters na complaining from 2024 no Ari and I quiet and sorry, it means there's something wrong. So let's get serious as a nation. Let's get serious as a people. Yatna Kroma Mahamudu Bawumia or MPP flag bearer. At a point, on one campaign catch Ghana for, he was complaining about electricity in Ghana. Mahamudu Bawumia at a point now or complaining about electricity in Ghana. I didn't tell Bawumia complaining about electricity because he knew say abina yadesha omunsa say omundi Ghana so no, they basically turned Ghana into a cash cow. They made money. Mr. P, get me the video. Mr. P, get me the Bawumia video and let me show the people. Men can't someone to be also. This is Mahamudu Bawumia complaining about electricity.
Electricity ne bo eba from Ghana. The electricity ne bo eba from. And then Ghana electricity was so because ye crack oil, any gas, any producing electricity. Oil the gas no so ne bo no cost ro and cost. This is the generation mix. Move away from oil and gas to solar power. The electricity ne bo eba from Ghana. The electricity ne bo eba from. And then Ghana electricity was so because ye crack oil, any gas, any producing electricity. Oil the gas no so ne bo no cost ro and cost. This is the generation mix. Move away from oil and gas to solar power.
As some you have to sit down.
The generation mix. Move away from oil and gas to solar power.
Makachiramu, as some you have to sit down. Niembusa was assembly free hina bedru ha. On say clearly, you can see clearly say these people, they know what they are doing. MPP among kanu kre. This is Bawumia 2024 the campaign message no. Or pese or take kania soba form. Oh, that means na kania no also that. Yakoka is a Dubik is a lifestyle. And yatigana hama MPP form kwasia 4 way de day. Malam Bawumia trofo ensunam. This is the reality. And this government is trying to solve every single problem. Sebio in Kwasiafowe Ekreti. Afenyo Markin today is standing in parliament screaming. Afenyo Markin was the board chair. Team, get me Afenyo Markin's statement in parliament today. Afenyo Markin Kwasiampenyi way, Wudini way. Afenyo Markin Kwasiampe on this Samira a Wudifo way. He was standing in parliament screaming about electricity at their increment. Afenyo Markin Kwasiawe at Ghana. We have allowed this fool, not an ECG board chair. Mumbusan say, as ECG board chair, those times, what did he do about the lights? Today, such an idiot. Jimmy Nisano, today he's screaming in parliament. He's telling the finance minister, there is electricity there and there, the electricity there. And the Mumbusan say, when he was the board chair of ECG, what happened? Team, this is Afenyo Markin. Let me show you the evidence. No, your ECG board chair, endogenous parliament.
Even when you come to the recruitment, it's a complete scam. And I'll explain to you the recruitment into police, immigration, prison. You are now even telling the youth that they should go and the youth who are already unemployed, they are borrowing. Marco, Marco, finance minister, what is that? Marco. numbers on paper aside, listen, for those of you who, because you are in government, you are ignoring the realities on the ground, Ghanaians cannot afford electricity. You should know this. These are the things you should introduce policies for reform. How to reform the energy sector. You are not doing that. You come here and say, Marco, I will not commend you for doing this. I'm not going to praise you. Electricity needs reforms. Those are the bona fides you must pay attention to. Then you come here, you say, and then 15 months, they say Ghana accelerated national reserve accumulation. When you buy electricity, Mr. Speaker, this morning, somebody told me that she used to buy 1,000 for a whole month. Today, even if you buy 2,000 for 1 week and so, Mr. Speaker,
this is the foolishness you have been entertaining in Ghana. What's the principle about what he's doing? Well, Jimmy or TTM, but he's the person who basically caused this shit. Inti Ghana for no, you must say Jimmy for ya entertaining Jimmy for ya. He started in parliament screaming, but at the end of the day, he was a board chair of ECG. The ECG boss told us your lifestyle number ECG light costro. His own flag bearer, the foolish idiot, told us that he knows light bills are up.
The percent electricity ne bo eba from Ghana. The percent electricity ne bo eba from. And then Ghana electricity bono was so because ye crack oil, any gas, any produce electricity. Oil the gas no ne bono kosoro and kosoro.
This is Bawumia in 2024. Now Afenyo Markin, a majority leader, now or your board chair of ECG, Kwasia. Or to see parliament, Jimmy no sa now with Jimmy and people because majority are just idiots. They can't read, they can't write, they are the foolish masses. A Jimmy for party. So every fool in Ghana, now you don't know the MPPH. The question to ask this idiot is that but you were in power a year ago. People were complaining. Your ECG boss told us it was our lifestyle. Your own flag bearer, that Mumu, told us that he knows light bills are up. Why are you today screaming? You were the same people who put Ghana's lifeline, energy lifeline. You put it on paper and gave it to IMF. You went to IMF and told IMF, say IMF deal no, for your energy sector electricity no for. Who are you complaining to? You want John Mahama to solve all problems in a day? And this is the kind of parliament we have. The foolishness and the bona fide foolishness, no? That bona fide foolishness that people will be things that they are entitled to. The bona fide foolishness of Afenyo Markin. That bona fide foolishness, no? He thinks he's entitled to, no? That is causing this problem. Such a dirty rat. Jimmy for he does not respect anybody because MPP for so much Jimmy because they can't read and write, they can't go back and think, they can't research. They are affiliated to the party because of their foolish tribe and foolishness. We are building a nation. We are looking at problems one after the other. We are basically finding solutions to problems that were caused by animals like you. A fool like you told us, said, May, you were going to bring Oforiata to Ghana. Kwasi ampenyi. Utinu kakawure regional parliament ye bona fide mukwi like you Jimmy for you and Samira Bawumia Wudi for you foolish people. You think we have forgotten the nonsense you do in Ghana? And we sit in Ghana and we entertain this stupidity. All because parliament na for Jimmy Nibia to minya parliament ko. So anybody enters parliament and thinks that's the place that they can exhibit the highest form of Mukwism and their bona fidism and their Bangladesh foolishness. Come and tell us things. Come and tell us wisdom. People are saving the nation. They caused the problem. They have become this stupid. They have destroyed the nation today. They are screaming like pigs. And that we should all keep quiet and look at their foolishness because because Jimmy. Now Jimmy. This is where the problem is coming from. Now we need to investigate the 300,000 meters that Ghana. No, I remember I spoke on this matter. They were paying the money into some company's account under MPP. Time this are prepaid whereby I did a story on it. Mr. P, pull it out for me. Bawumia and Napo, they were involved in this meter scandal. They brought in some meters at the latter part of 2024. I sat here and told Ghana for Mahmoud Bawumia was involved in that scandal. He and Napo Omukofa some meters by Ghana. It came out that people were paying money to a company that was receiving a prepaid money directly into their account. We need to focus and build a nation. And you see, the reason why sometimes you have opportunity, you didn't say the Mukwism in the MPP has become like their monkeyism character. Their foolish Mukwism, it has manifested into a monkeyism character, into thinking say they are making sense. Foolish Afenyo Markin. You were the board of ECG. How much were they paying light for as Ghanaians? Huh? Mukwi party. Jimmy for you think everything you have to complain about na abana misdirected? No. You can scream and scream, you can shit on yourselves. What the government intends to do is what the government is going to do. And the government is going to do what the people of Ghana want. Not you Mukwis. Political monkeyism na ewo wo mutirimu no. Man name one say Jimmy, we have forgotten about you people, your filth. You think we have forgotten about the nonsense you put us through? A Mukwism group of monkeyisms. You think we have forgotten everything? We are going to remind you people every single day and the nonsense you did. And we are never going to hand this country over to you people, over our fucking dead body. We sit in Ghana, we entertain you, and look at all these things you did. Look at all these things. 250,000 meters. You supplied it in Ghana. Modema Ghana for today, NDC power 1 year was supplied 300,000 meters. When you check where the complaints are coming from, they are actually coming from all the places that these meters, Bawumia, Napo, and Afenyo Markin, that's where the complaints are coming from. Now, analysis we are not stupid. They make money out of us. They then go sit on the fence and start to scream like dogs. All because you're Jimmy. All because Parliament now are full. Any Mukwi can enter Parliament and start misbehaving. Any fool thinks that they can underestimate the intelligence of the people. Every idiot thinks that they wear a Vietnam suit, stand in Parliament and speak like a rat. And that we all have to listen to them. Monkeyism character coming from them. The bona fide foolishness is what you are exhibiting in Parliament. Where did these meters go? Who supplies meters and makes sure he forces meters on the people 3 months to elections? Who does that? All because it was a man for a contract to film. All because and the Abay's son, they will have to bear the brunt. They will have to bear the problem. So suddenly, problem now we create and this before they create a nine in Chamwa. Foolish antidotes. You people. You are antidote to nothing. When is solution to anything? You are antidote to nothing.